Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your boy DJ Archor here, and yes, finally videos. I know it's been a while. I've been talking about it for a while now, saying I'm going to be doing videos, and finally, so today's gonna be video number 1, and this one's gonna be about your boy DJ Archor here, where I came up with the name, how I got inspired with it, and then so we're gonna go over just when I first started mixing to now, and then all the things that have been going on, and just all the stuff I've been accomplishing over these few years that I've been mixing. Then I'm going to go over my music producing, just let you know on how I got inspired by that, and then where I get my music, and well, not where I get my music, but where I get my beat kits and stuff from. So I'll say that. Just want to go ahead and represent HTR. That's going to be my record label, Hard Time Records. And then second, represent Harsh Family, and then go over Harsh Family, just kind of let you know why I represent that. And like I said, we'll go over that here in a little bit. So like I said, hit that subscribe button and then get that little bell so it notify you on what's going on. Enjoy this intro.
Easy go.
So boy DJ Archor, so we'll give you some insight about me, right? So first and foremost, my name is Richard Cortez. I was born in Fresno, California, and I lived there up until 2010. Then I moved out to Grants, New Mexico. From there in Grants, New Mexico, I started working corrections. And if you don't know what corrections is, it's just working inside prison. So I did that for quite a few, about 7 years I did that. And then now I work security at the University of New Mexico Hospital. And then yeah, so apparently I couldn't leave security at all. So with this music dream that I have and DJing, I want to accomplish to just leave security and corrections and all that stuff behind me and move forward, and you know, please you guys, the audience, fans, everybody watching this video. Listens to my music, listen to my sets on my Soundcloud. Yeah, so it's for you guys, just, you know, so you guys know that. So DJ Archor, okay, so how I came up with the name Archer, my sister had her first kid, you know, her first boy, baby Eric, and when he grew up and started talking, he couldn't say my name Richard, and so every time he would say it, it sounded like Archered, and so he would call me Archered. So through the years, I was just kind of like, I want to do something with that. And so when this idea came up, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna look up on Google, I'm gonna look up a few names, and be like, okay, well, those names are taken. So I looked up Archer with an O. Okay, so I looked up Archer with an O, and nothing came up. Okay, so nothing came up. And if you do have a question about it, I honestly came up with my name before they came out with Archer TV cartoon series. That wasn't even out yet. If I look up Archer now, then of course that's gonna pop up too, but it's with an O, not an E. Okay, so you know, keep that in mind, that, you know, the name is, it's not with an E, it's with an O. Archer, not Archer. Archer. So so that's how I got inspired with the name, and that's the reason why I kept it. So when I first started DJing, it was back in 2014. I was just mixing. I was just a home DJ in my room, mixing tracks. At that time, I was mixing a lot of your popular artists that were DJs that were out at that time, like Afrojack. You know, was out there. You know, you had Dimitri Vegas, like Mike. You had Martin Garrix. You had Avicii. You had Dioro, you know, and all that is like, you know, Big Room House, Dutch House, Malborn, Bounce. So yeah, so a lot of that stuff there was going on there, you know, bass jackers, bass nectar, bingo players, so many artists, Mac J and stuff like that. So there's so many artists back there, Laid Back Luke, you know, so there was a lot of artists at that time I was listening to, downloading their songs, and then just mixing and playing with it. And you know, got into Hard House, you know, Junkie Kid, you know, Carnage, and then there was a couple other artists out there that were doing Hard House, and then Trap came out with DJ Carnage and a couple other artists like DJ Snake, Yellow Claw. You had quite a few different artists that were doing that. So, so I was inspired, and so that's just what got me mixing those tracks. And then, so how I basically just started mixing was I worked with one of my buddies. So shout out to my boy Damian Nunez, aka DJ Boar Thunder. You can find him on Soundcloud as well. Check out his set on there; it's pretty dope. Awesome set, fantastic. So he showed me the ropes, showed me how to beat match, showed me how to match keys, BPMs, mashups, and stuff like that. Little tricks of the trade and stuff that So just the other things that I do today, I learned from him. And then as of today, his cousin who's DJing, his name is Ruben, also goes by Wanderlust. So I've been connected with him for past year, a little over a year now. And he invites me to show, to do DJs and stuff for little gigs and stuff like that. If he needs somebody, he'll let me know. I did his pre LTK. We went to a lake, and that was awesome. I did my hour set, had a blast. Played hard house, hard trap. People dug it. It was good vibes at night, and the morning was great. Next thing you know, he got me into playing at Effects Club. So if you're not doing anything on Wednesday night, Wednesday 8 o'clock, that's when those decks start spinning. Go to Effects. Grab a few drinks, grab something to eat, and then listen to some tunes. Listen to some tunes. There's a lot of different genres of EDM there. You got a lot of different DJs that are playing different genres, so it's not just the same thing all the time. So it's something different, and you got a lot of great talent. So you got to show up and support your local talent, because without you, there's no us. So it's nice to have a great fan base. And so since I started 2014 to 2018, just 4 years, I made a lot of fans. On my Reverb, I got about 250 or so. On my Soundcloud, I got quite a little over 100 followers on there. On my Facebook, got quite a few followers. Twitter, Instagram. Without you guys, this ain't possible either, because you guys put it out there, you guys talk about it, you share it with the social media. So yeah, of course, we're in your debt for sure. But you gotta show up too, though, and show some love and keep us inspired, because when you guys come out and see us, it's inspiring to us. It's inspiring to me for sure. When I see some, like, my primos come out and see me, when I see my head person of my record label HDR come out and see me, and mix, it's inspiring. When you get people, you get friends and stuff like that to come out, it's inspiring. When you make new fans and people who enjoy you and be like, oh man, you're real good, or I like your swagger, da 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 da, all that jazz. It's inspiring, when you make new fans and stuff like that, and people are digging, your swagger. Like I said, it's inspiring, and it makes you want to keep pushing forward. So you gotta come out. You gotta come out and support, because like I said, without you guys, it's a long, rough road. So let's get into when I started music producing. So when I started coming out with music producing, I want to say about 2015, in between 2015 2016, started producing. My first track was People Are You Ready? Did that. And then my next track was Future. And I dedicated that one to one of my good friends, Adrian Vigil. He had a real rough patch in his life at that time. His mother did pass away. And, he's a strong kid, physically and mentally, strong kid. And, that's a real rough patch in anybody's life. And I was just inspired, with his strength and just, everything, that just he's been through, because he's a good friend of mine. Decided to come up with Future because, the message to that is, we are the future for those, who pass on. We live on, for them. We keep living for them. We do what we do every day for that individual. We have something that we carry for them. So when I did the song Future, that's what inspired me, with that. And I've had some loss in my life, and so I came out with more inspiration personally too, along with with my friend V Hill. That's how I came out with Future. And then I just kept coming up with more songs after that. I was gonna make an album, superheroes versus villains, and that didn't work out very well. A lot of my tracks were dark. I guess I was going through a dark time in my life, so a lot of my songs were villains. Bane, Two-Face, Villain's Night, Poison Iris. That was a friend of mine as well. She was another coworker of mine. She went through a real rough patch in her life too as well. And so you could look up Carmenatra on SoundCloud, and we actually collaborated with that. And I sampled her voice and all that. I sampled her voice and a beat and everything, and made it a part of that song. It's a little bit different and unique just because the way it starts is not the way you would think it would be in the middle and end. It started off with that hard house, and then you have the hard house drop, and then my second drop on that was trap, and then it gets into that that hip hop beat with the singing. And then if you listen to the lyrics from her, it's a little bit dark. There's pain in there, and fortunately, my friend went through something, and go through those rough patches in life, and so that song was just for her. When I get there, of course I'm going to go back, and I'm definitely going to fix it. There's a lot of fixing that I want to do on that song, and I'm definitely going to go back, and I'm going to, remaster that song and get it going, because it's a great song, and honestly, the story behind it is fantastic. So I got Poketrap, of course. So if you don't know, your boy DJ Archor here is a big Pokemon fan ever since the first came out back in 1995. The TV show, the games, Game Boy, the old Game Boy, when it first came out with, red and blue, and then yellow, and until now to today. Still playing the game, still a big fan, still loyal to the Pokemon Nintendo franchise, still loyal to that. So I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna take my talents to somewhere where I've been, inspired as a kid growing up. And Pokemon Go came out, and big fan of that, play that. So I was like, why not do Poketrap? And then Arbo Strike, like I said, we all go through rough patches in our life, and so Arbo Strike was dedicated to a fellow comrade in corrections. He was my captain. He had a fatal accident, passed away, and I dedicated Arbo Strike to him. So, like I said before, and the pirate theme, if you watch Pirates of the Caribbean, you're going to see in the first one where, no, it's not the first one. I want to say it's the second one, when they're in Davy Jones's locker. They see those little tiny boats going by. They see those little boats. I think it's the first one where they see those little boats going by for those who pass away. So they see those boats, and they safely go through the ocean, and Davy Jones is supposed to make sure that they get to where they're supposed to be in the afterlife. So with those little boats, and I thought that was pretty cool, and on pirates and stuff, that's not the only people that, at least that whole era and history, that use those boats. Japanese, Chinese, they use the boats too, so that's where I got the idea from. It was just like, Pirates of the Caribbean, and then when I saw the little boat scene when they're sending off the loved ones, in the ocean with those little boats. So that's why I came up with Arbo Strike. And yeah, I mean, there's this, it's a great song. Hard trap. I mean, I could have done hard house, but I wanted to do hard trap. I wanted to try something different, and it worked out. It benefited me. It worked out. I got a lot of likes on that. I got a lot of views on that, and blessed for that, because that was a great song. It was real heartfelt, and it was just one of those rough patches in the road where I was just like, I had the inspiration to make this song, so I did. So I did that. So now I got quite a few rap beats out there. I kind of got into some rap beats because like my record label HTR, we got a lot of rappers on the group. Well, majority of them are. Well, there's 3 of the guys. 3 out of the 4 of us are rappers. I really don't do it. Maybe I might mess around by myself personally, but I don't put it out there. So yeah. So they got the rappers. So I got my rap beats. You can look those up on Reverbnation. You can look it up on my Soundcloud too. I got my rap beats on there. Check it out. And if it's something you're interested in, hit me up. Let me know what's up. Send me a message, and I'll get you a rap beat and figure something out. Let me get your style going and make your rap beat. Collaborate with quite a few people already. And I got projects in the future, so hit that like, put one of those comments down there, and then you can do a video on projects too, let you know future projects I have and stuff like that, where I'm going to be going with it, and hit those likes, man, hit those likes, and like I said, put those comments on there and let me know what's good, let me know what's bad, so that way we can move forward and progress a lot. So let's see. So we covered a lot in the amount of time that I have. So I'm gonna end this video. So we got plenty more to go. I want to do a video on inspiration and history because the two go together very well. And hit that like, hit a like, and then put a comment below that. And let your boy know. And if you want me to kind of give you my outlook on inspiration and history, I could do another video like that. But like I said, put those likes, hit those comments, subscribe, hit the little bell next to it, so we get notifications when I do the next video. And then you guys will stay updated and all that. So again, it's your boy DJ Archor here. Thank you, YouTube. Got more logs coming on pretty soon. Like I said, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and then take it easy, be safe. Love you guys. Thank you for the support, for the likes, the views, listening to my tracks, and going out and seeing me play at Effects Club. Like I said, every Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Show up. Like I said, food, drinks. It's a great place to be. It's a great lounge. Check it out. You got Grime Apple Productions. Check that out. We'll do posts on that. My Facebook. Check those out. We got to come out, support local DJs. Like I said. And without you guys, this would be a real bumpy road without you guys. We wouldn't be out here grinding this hard if it wasn't for you, the fans. So, like I said, I love you guys. Take it easy, and I'll be ready for the next video. Laters.